What's up, world? It's the kid Amadeus, CEO of Platinum Boy Music Inc. Trey Songz is music director, and I've been blessed to produce for over 50 artists, anywhere from 50 to Game, Jeezy, Fabulous, Trey Songz, CeeLo Green, Marcus Houston, Keisha Cole, J-Lo, French Montana, Wale, Stolly, Lil Mo, Joe Budden, Young Chris, Lil Wayne. Working with Jim and Trey on the record With the Shh. That's what it's titled. My mom was watching, so With the Shh. But yeah, we were in the studio, we were working. We had just got out of rehearsal that day, working on a set list and the show for Valentine's Day that was happening in Connecticut at Foxwoods. And he's like, yo, it was a snowstorm too. I don't know if you remember, it was a bad snowstorm. And we all got down to rehearsal, and he's like, yo, I'm going to the studio. And then what you doing? I'm like, trying to get home. I actually took the Metro North down to the city that day. So I'm like, well, I got my show clothes with me. I'll go to the studio. If we end up staying, I'll just stay. I'm prepared for the show. I'll figure everything else out later. So we went in and we recorded 7 songs together. Sneaky, which is actually on the Trigger album that's out, the Target edition. We did that, and 6 other records, and another song will be on the other album he's releasing, Tremaine. I forgot the title of that, but he had laid this hook, and I think Jim had called him, told him he was in the vicinity, and he was in the studio with Kevin Liles as well, and Jim came through. Trey plays the record, and he's just quiet, he's quiet, and he's got his little, and he kind of sits over there like this, and next thing you know, and he's like, we were looking at him like, so he's done. He's like, yo, can I lay something real quick? I'm like, yeah, bro, yeah, lay. Trey only did a verse. Trey had a verse and a hook. Went in the joint and laid down a crazy verse, like a crazy verse. And I'm just keeping it 100. I haven't heard Jim sound like this in a while. And not taking anything away from him. He's dope. I work with Jim on plenty of occasions, but he just was in rare form that night. You know what I'm saying? And he laid the verse. We wasn't sure whether it was going to be Trey's song or it was going to be Jim joint. So he laid the verse, Trey laid the verse. We kind of just left it. Went back to cutting them R&B joints, and Kevin Liles kind of heard him and was like, yo, you need that. Told that straight up to Jim, like, you need this. This would be a good look for you, to come back. I know you've been on the business side of things, but this would be a good look. So we left that night. Trey called me like 2 weeks later, sent me the session there in Miami. Jim lays all 3 verses, and he's like, yo, I think I'm gonna get this to Jim. And that's how it came about, man.